Good evening, everyone. I, Ms. Atiba, on behalf of Decent Junior College, would like to welcome you all to the English class. From today onwards, we are going to start the English syllabus for Standard 12. So, as you all know, English plays a very important role in your Standard 12 examination. English examination is of 100 marks, out of which 20 marks are for your internal exam and 80 marks you have for the written exam. So, as this is the first class, we have the introduction of the syllabus and the curriculum. So, one thing before we start with the discussion about the curriculum and syllabus, I would like to inform you that we have enabled group chat in this. So, in case you encounter any doubt or any difficulties while you study English, so you have the chat option available. Chat option is available for the students who have subscribed the YouTube channel. So please ensure that you have subscribed the YouTube channel and then the option of chatting would be enabled from our side. So in order to learn efficiently in a very good manner, you all are requested, if you have not yet subscribed the YouTube channel, please do subscribe it so as to enable your communication with us. So we'll start with the introduction to the curriculum and the syllabus. So first of all, before we come to know about how you need to study English, what all you need to study for your board examinations, it is very important to know the complete course, the complete things that are there in your standard 12 curriculum. So we'll start with it. The first thing is the standard 12 course books. So it inculcates life skills and values in each one. It has chosen classics and masterpieces in literature. In your syllabus, it includes stories, essays, articles, travel writing, adventure writing, and inspiring biopics. It has informative text on big data. Also, when we come across the poetry section, we have soul stirring poems. It enables the students to connect with people locally as well as globally. So, your standard 12 course book is designed in a sense that helps you not only connect locally, but with the help of your standard 12 course book, you get a knowledge that with the help of which you can connect globally also. Next, you have the language skills that are required to study English. There are four main skills that you require while you study English: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. These are the four main skills that are required in order to study English and in order to score very well in your examination. Okay, so children, kindly let us know in the chat box. Am I audible to you all? Can you hear me properly? So please check now. Am I audible clearly? Okay, so now we have seen the four skills that are required for studying English. Now moving on to the newly introduced literary genre. So according to the state education policy, we have in the introduction of literary genre is there in your syllabus. So why it is included? Basically, here you need to keep an idea, you need to have an idea of what do you mean by literary genre. So here literary genre is a category that authors use to describe the primary content and tone of their writing. Every author has a specific style of writing. So here the literary genre is a category that is used by the authors to describe the content that they deliver. So it has been introduced in your syllabus because there was a need of literature in the standard 12th curriculum. And because of this, not only the language of the person improves, but he as a person is also groomed. Also, just knowledge of language is not sufficient. Efficient use of language is important. So, in order to cater these needs, the introduction of literary genre is there in your syllabus. Next, we see the contents of the course book. So, if you have the course book, you can see in the course book, in all you have four sections: section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. Section 1 is your prose part, section 2 is the poetry part, section 3 is your writing skills, and section 4 is the literary genre. So, in literary genre, in your standard 12th course book, you have the part of novel. Here you can see section 1, that is prose. So prose here comprises of all the lessons. So in this you can see you have total 8 lessons ranging from 1.1 to 1.8. So these are the 8 lessons that you have to study in your standard 12. Next we have section 2, that is the poetry section. Again here also you have 8 poems from 2.1 to 2.8. The next section is section 3, that is your writing skills. So in this you have 6 topics in your standard 12th writing skills from 3.1 to 3.6. So just a minute students, please wait for some time. We are just adjusting the sound. So yeah, we have discussed section 3, that is the writing skills part. You have 6 topics in your standard 12th curriculum, 3.1 till 3.6. So here you can see when we talk about writing skills, so in your standard 12th board exams, you have topics which were there in your standard 11th curriculum as well as the topics which are there in your standard 12th curriculum. So in all total you have 12 topics that you need to study for your writing skills. Uh, for your board examination. So 6 topics are there here and 6 topics we are going to do separately when we come across the writing skills part. Next you have section 4, that is the genre part. So here you have the genre, that is a novel part. So in this you have total 4 lessons from 4.1 to 4.4. So again, whenever we talk about genre, we have lessons in this. Again, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4. These are 4 lessons. And one thing that is different in the genre part, or which is new we can say in your standard 12th curriculum, is that whenever we talk about section 1 and section 4, both are having lessons, but just the difference is that in section 1, that is the prose part, you have all the lessons, and when that prose part will come into your examination, so at that time you would be having passages in the question paper. But for section 4, that is the genre, that is the novel part, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 and 4.4. These are 4 lessons and when these 4 lessons will be asked in your examination, so there won't be any paragraphs, there won't be any passages. It is you based on your understanding of what you have learned so far, you have to answer the questions which are asked to you in the examination, in the question paper. So, just the difference is that in section 1 you have passages, and in section 4 you have directly questions. There are no passages and no paragraphs given to you. one more important thing, that when we are studying English online, it is very important for you all to maintain the decorum of the class, because if you are properly attending the class, it would benefit yourself, because if you pay complete attention towards the chat box, also towards what I am teaching you, so it would be better that you can easily understand it and efficiently study English. English, we all know, like we all have a mindset that English is very easy and we can easily solve the paper when it comes in the board examination. But the students who are appearing for JEE, who are going to prepare for JEE Advanced, who are aiming to secure a seat in IIT, so those students have a criteria of 75%. So English is a very important subject, though it is very easy, but it can act like a catalyst. It can be very helpful for you in order to increase your percentage when it comes to scoring in your standard 12th board examination. So please take English very seriously, and we at Decent, we are always there for you, and the classes that are going on are there for you to understand English very carefully and to secure very well marks in your board examination. So please see that you are very serious, you take a keen interest in watching the live stream and studying English. I hope you all are clear with the introduction of the different sections. Please respond with a yes or no in the chat box. These are the live streams which are going on. All these live streams would be available on YouTube. Also, we'll be sharing you where you can get the recording of this class. Next, we have the blueprint for your standard 12th. So basically, you should have an idea about the weightage that is given to each section. First of all, you have your aim of securing very good grades in your standard 12 board examination. So for reaching that particular goal, you should have an idea that which section is given how many marks, how much weightage is there for each section. So here you can see the distribution of marks as per the sections in the activity sheet is given to you. The name of the sections are given. You have total 4 sections in your activity sheet in your question paper: prose, poetry, writing skills, and the genre part. So here you can see there are marks that are compulsory, that is compulsory marks, and you have marks with options. So here marks with options are total 112 and compulsory marks are 80. So you can see the section 1 prose part has 34 marks, poetry section has been allotted 14 marks, writing skills comprise of 16 marks. Similarly, novel part also comprises of 16 marks. You do not have any choices in prose, poetry, and novel part. There are only choices in your writing skills part. So here you can see in the column of marks with option. So in writing skills, you have 16 marks. 16 marks are compulsory marks, and total marks with options are 48. So just you have options in writing skills. Rest, poetry, prose, and novel, you have compulsory questions. Next, you have distribution of marks as per the questions in the activity sheet. So in the activity sheet, there is a particular pattern that is followed. You have 3 different types of questions that are asked to you. One is objective type questions, second one is short answer type, and the third one is long answer type. So again, marks and marks with option is given to you. Objective type, you have total 18 marks. Short answer type questions, you have total 36 marks. And long answer type questions, you have total 26 marks. So likewise, the percentage is also given to you. Objective type, you have 22.50% questions. Then short answer type, 45%. And long answer type you have 32.50%. That goes to a total of 100%. That is your 80 marks. Next you have distribution of marks as per the difficulty level in the activity sheet. So again, there are three levels of difficulties: low, medium and high. Marks and percentage along with marks with option is given to you on the screen. You have 18 marks for the high difficulty level questions, 36 marks for medium level of difficulty, and 26 marks for low level of difficulty. So again, this goes to a total of 80 marks. This was all about the distribution of marks, that as per the sections, then as per the difficulty level, type of question. So this was the complete distribution of how marks are allocated in your activity sheet. Next, we have the most important thing, that is the paper pattern. So whenever we talk about the paper pattern, it is very important to exactly know how the questions would be asked and what you as students are supposed to do in your examination. So as you all know that whenever your examination is going to appear, whenever your exam is going to come, so beforehand you should be completely prepared of what and how you need to solve the paper that is going to come. So in order to score very well marks in your board examination, first thing that we are going to see is the English paper pattern for your board examination. The paper pattern has been changed 2 years ago, and since 2 years we are following a new pattern of examination. So we'll see the paper pattern. Your question paper starts with section 1. Section 1, that is the prose part. So prose part is of 34 marks and it has reading for comprehension, language study, summary, note making and mind mapping. So here you can see, as I told, in section 1, that is your prose part, you have lessons in your textbook. So in this, questions based on the lessons that are there in your syllabus would be asked to you. Again, section 1 has two questions. You need to keep in mind, section 1 has two questions, question number 1 and question number 2. So we will see the first question that is given to you on the screen. Question number 1 is, read the extract and complete the activities given below. So the first sub question, question number 1A, you have to read the extract and you have to complete the activities that are given below. So this comprises of total 12 marks. So one thing that you need to keep in mind, in question number 1A, you have a scene extract from section 1 consisting of 275 to 300 words. Very important, again I am repeating, in question number 1A, you have a scene extract from section 1. Whatever you have in your syllabus, like the lessons that you have from 1.1 till 1.8, so any one lesson, any one scene extract would be there in question number 1A. So it would comprise of about 275 to 300 words, and based on that you would be asked some questions. So in question number 1A, you have total 6 activities. You have total six sub questions, like you have question number 1A. So in that you have A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and A6. So each activity comprises of 2 marks. So first you have A1, that is global understanding question. So what do you mean by global understanding? See, it seems to be very easy, or it seems of no sense if we directly see the question paper and in that it is written A1, A2, A3 and A4. Unless we know that what type of questions are there in A1, what type of questions are there in A2. So that is very important, that you should be able to understand which type of questions are there in these sub questions. So first one, that is A1, it is global understanding. So global understanding, what you understand overall from the extract. It is given to you overall understanding of the extract, message, theme, gist, etc. सो ये वाले क्वेश्चन में A1 में जो है आपका ग्लोबल अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो क्वेश्चन रहता है ये आपका 2 मार्क का है। एंड इसमें आपका पूरा जो एक्सट्रैक्ट है आपके पास उसमें से ग्लोबली ओवरऑल आपने क्या समझा है, क्या मैसेज है, क्या थीम है, क्या समरी आप निकाल सकते हैं, दैट इज टू बी आंसर्ड इन A1, दैट इज द ग्लोबल अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्वेश्चन. So what type of global understanding questions can be there? So examples are given to you. True or false can be there. Then pick out the correct statements, give the correct reasons, complete the following, fill in the blanks, arrange in proper sequence, etc. So such types of questions can be there in your examination in A1, that is global understanding part. Next you have A2, that is complex factual. So complex, factual, these are two words. Factual means facts are present in the extract. Complex here refers to facts being scattered in the extract. If we see simple factual, that means we have the facts which are directly available, or we can easily find those things, those lines in the extract. That would be simple factual. But in A2 you have complex factual, that is you have the facts are there in the extract, but those facts are scattered. So facts are scattered in the extract. You have to use your understanding, your interpretation. You have to analyze the complete extract and pick out the things that are there in the extract and put it into the answer. So the type of questions that can be asked is filling of web, flowchart, complete the table, match the column, complete, select the correct alternatives, etc. So these are the questions that can be asked to you in the complex factual. Remember, facts are there in the extract, but those facts are scattered. So you have to use your understanding, you have to analyze it, and then interpret and answer in your answer sheet. Next, you have A3, that is inference, interpretation, and analysis. Again, you have 2 marks for this sub question. So in inference, interpretation, and analysis, you will be given a question. A simple question would be given to you, and you have to infer from the passage. You have to interpret the answer. You have to analyze the complete passage or the extract that is given to you. And based on your understanding, you have to interpret the answer. You have to infer what can be the result, what can be the outcome. So that particular question would be asked to you in A3. So here you can see you have to deduce, or you can be asked to guess or to infer or take out the meaning according to the text or the extract. You can be asked to interpret what you understand or come to know after reading the extract or the text. When we talk about analysis, it deals with a detailed study from all angles, dividing in parts, dissection, etc. So again, the types of question, if we talk about the analysis part, it can be web, flowchart, or complete the table, etc. But most commonly, when we see the past year's papers, so in A3, you have a particular statement that is given to you, a particular question that is given to you, and based on that particular question only, you are required to answer. Next, you have A4, that is the personal response. That is also of 2 marks. So when we talk about personal response, this is the most easiest way of securing marks in your board examination. So personal response, in this you have to mention your own opinion, your personal views, your opinions, your ideas, or what do you think about a particular situation, or any topic that is given to you. What is your understanding or what is your opinion on that particular topic, so that you are required to answer in your personal response type of question. So again, here you can be asked about your self experience or a parallel experience. You can be asked to express your views, your opinions, your ideas, or you can be asked any reaction or any response. You can be given a question, a statement, and you can be asked whether you agree or whether you disagree. You can be asked to give suggestions, solutions, remedies, measures, steps. Again, you can be asked to draw some conclusion, give reasons, or impact, influence, or you can be asked to write the effects, or you can be asked to comment and criticize something, etc.
सो ऐसे सारे क्वेश्चंस जिसमें आपका पर्सनल ओपिनियन मांगा जाता है, आपको बोला जाता है कि इस पे अपने खुद के व्यूज लिखिए, क्या आपको क्या लगता है ये पर्टिकुलर चीज के बारे में. सो दैट पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन विल बी आस्क्ड टू यू इन A4, दैट इज योर पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्स. एनीथिंग कैन बी देयर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन बी asked के discuss about the importance of sports, whether you agree or disagree that sports must be mandatory in your curriculum. So a simple statement can be given to you and you would be asked any question that express your views on that particular topic. So accordingly, as it comprises of 2 marks, so in this you have to answer in about 50 words. If you talk about answering in about 50 words, that means at least when you attempt this question, you should complete 8 to 10 lines of your answer sheet. If you complete 8 to 10 lines, then easily you can score 2 out of 2. Personal response is very easy and very scoring, so it is very important that you write which is relevant to the question that is asked to you. If you are asked a question related to sports, mention the answer, write the answer just relating to the question that is asked to you. Even though it is personal response, that doesn't mean that you can write anything that you wish. Personal response here refers to writing your opinions, your views on the topic that is given to you in the question. You have to write your views on the topic that is asked to you in the question paper. So please see that whenever you attempt this, you have to write the thing that is relevant to the question that is asked to you. If you do so, then easily you can get 2 out of 2 in this. Next, you have A5, that is a language study. So, in language study, you have grammar. So, here you have the textual or the extract grammar. Again, what do you mean by textual or the extract grammar? Whatever extract is given to you, जो भी आपको passage दिया हुआ है आपके question number 1A में. So, in language study in A5, you would be having grammar questions that is based on दी एक्सट्रैक्ट. जो आपका एक्सट्रैक्ट दिया हुआ है वही एक्सट्रैक्ट के ऊपर उस पे ही बेस्ड क्वेश्चन जो है आपको ग्रामर के A5 में पूछे जाएंगे. सो इन दिस यू हैव 2 एक्टिविटीज ऑफ 1 mark each. So basically pick out the correct alternative can be there, do as directed can be there, transformation of tenses can be there, transformation of sentences can be there. You can be asked to edit, anything can be asked to you in this language study. कोई भी आपका grammar का जो question है that is from the extract can be asked to you in language study. You have 2 sub questions. A5 में आपको 2 activities पूछी जाती है 1 mark की. Next you have A6, that is the vocabulary. So here vocabulary deals with words. Word play का जो हम बोलते हैं that comes in your vocabulary. So again similarly here also you have 2 activities for 1 mark each. In this you can be asked to write a word register or to complete the crossword puzzle or answer the riddle, fill in the blanks, give one word for, match the columns, or write the word type or change the form of the verbs. Like if we have the noun form of a word, then you can be asked to write the adjective form or you can be asked to write the verb form of that particular word. So ऐसा जो भी हम word से deal करते हैं, so that comes in your vocabulary. If we talk about word register, so you can be given a topic that prepare a word register for the theme earth or for the theme nature. So अगर आपको ये दिया है नेचर, सो नेचर से रिलेटेड अगर आप वर्ड रजिस्टर बना रहे हैं, सो दैट मीन्स कि नेचर जो है उससे रिलेटेड आपको वर्ड्स लिखना है. सो नेचर से रिलेटेड आप लिख सकते हैं एटमॉस्फियर, देन यू कैन राइट वाटर, यू कैन राइट सन, यू कैन राइट लैंड एक्सेट्रा. सो ये सारी चीज़ें जो है आप उसमें वोकैबुलरी में आपको पूछी जा सकती है. Next, this was all about question number 1A. Now we come on to question number 1B. So the heading of question number 1B is non-textual grammar. It comprises of total 4 marks. So in A5 you can see it is textual grammar and question number 1B you can see it is non-textual grammar. A5 में जो भी extract जो भी passage आपको दिया हुआ है उसके basis पे ही questions पूछे जाएंगे, लेकिन क्वेश्चन नंबर 1B में आपको नॉन टेक्सुअल ग्रामर रहेगा. ये ग्रामर जो है ये आपके सिलेबस में से होगा, लेकिन उस एक्सट्रैक्ट में से नहीं होगा जो आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 1A में दिया है। जो पैसेज आपको दिया है उसके अलावा उसके बाहर से आपको कोई भी ग्रामर जो है वो आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 1B में पूछा जाएगा। इसमें भी you have two sub questions, B1 and B2. B1 is do as directed and B2 is spot the error. So in do as directed, again you can be asked to pick out the infinitive, you can be asked to determine the participle, or else you can be asked to like change the form of the word. Here also it can be asked to you, you can be asked to do the transformation of sentences, you can be asked about the different grammar topics that are there, which we are going to complete in the further classes. Next, spot the error. A particular sentence would be given to you that would comprise of some errors. There are basically two errors in a sentence. जो भी आपके syllabus में है या जो भी आपको examination में पूछा जाता है, एक simple sentence दिया जाता है जिसमें आपको कुछ errors दिए रहते हैं. Basically दो errors दिए रहते हैं half mark के, and you are required to correct those errors. So this would be spot the error, and then you have to spot as well as you have to correct the error. So this is all about question number 1. So you can see on the screen, question number 1A is given 12 marks and question number 1B is given 4 marks. So total you have 16 marks for question number 1. So we have shared a poll with you. Please answer that. That have you understood the paper pattern of question number 1? Please answer with a yes or a no. Next we have question number 2. So in question number 2, you have sub questions. Question number 2A is there and question number 2B along with question number 2C. So first we'll see question number 2A. So again it would be of 12 marks. You have to read the extract and complete the activities that are given below. So one thing to note here is that in question number 2A, you have an unseen extract comprising of 275 to 300 words. ऐसा एक्सट्रैक्ट जो आपने इससे पहले नहीं देखा होगा, जो आपके करिकुलम में नहीं है, जो आपके सिलेबस में नहीं है, आपके टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं है, ऐसा एक्सट्रैक्ट आपको दिया जाएगा क्वेश्चन नंबर 2A में. उसके बेसिस पे यू हैव टू आंसर 6 एक्टिविटीज विच आर देयर इन. Just those activities are just similar to the ones that we have seen in question number 1A. जो A1 है आपका, that is global understanding, A2 complex factual, A3 inference, interpretation and analysis, A4 is your personal response, A5 is your language study, and A6 is your vocabulary. Just the difference between this is in question number 1A you have a seen extract and in question number 2A you have an unseen extract. Next we have question number 2B. Question number 2B is summary writing. This is a topic which comes under your writing skills part. So here summary basically involves you would be given an extract. An extract would be given to you and you have to read that extract and you would be asked to write the summary of that particular extract in about 50 to 75 words. तो आपको जो भी पैराग्राफ दिया है, जो भी पैसेज आपको दिया रहेगा, आपको वो बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है एंड उसका जो सेंट्रल आइडिया निकल के आता है, उसका जो जिस्ट है, जो समरी है, जो थीम आप उससे निकाल सकते हैं या जो आपको समझ रहा है वो पर्टिकुलर एक्सट्रैक्ट में क्या कन्वे किया गया है, सो वो चीज़ जो है वो आपको यहाँ पे लिखने रहेगी. जो भी आपको एक्सट्रैक्ट दिया है, बेसिकली इन दिस समरी पार्ट यू हैव एन एक्सट्रैक्ट ऑफ अप्रोक्सीमेटली 100 to 150 वर्ड्स एंड वो 100 to 150 वर्ड्स को आपको शॉर्टन करके आपको उसकी समरी जो है वो आपको 50 से 75 वर्ड्स के बीच में अपनी समरी में लिखना होता है. And in summary part, it is very important that you always write the title for your summary. जो भी आपकी समरी है, जो भी आपका एक्सट्रैक्ट है, आपको उस क्वेश्चन में दिया नहीं रहता है टाइटल, आपको अपने आप से टाइटल देना रहता है। जो भी आपका वहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं कि एक्सट्रैक्ट है, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट यू हैव टू राइट, you have to give a particular title which is relevant to the extract. So for all the questions you have a particular way of distribution of marks. So here you can see the marks distribution for summary writing is given to you. If you cover all the important points, then you would get 1 mark. 1 mark would be awarded based on the language and the vocabulary that you have used, and 1 mark for the grammar. So accordingly, total you have 3 marks. So title also plays a very important role when we talk about covering all the important points. So in that you have to mention the title also. So please see to it whenever you are asked to write the summary, you cover all the important points and you mention, you give a title for your summary, use proper vocabulary, use fine language and make use of correct grammar. So if you do these things, then you can be getting 3 marks easily. Next, you have question number 2C, that is mind mapping. So again, mind mapping here, we have 3 marks. So in mind mapping, you would be having an unseen extract of around 200 words. So an extract would be given to you, which would be unseen. And based on that extract, you have to prepare a mind map. So in mind mapping, it is a graphical way to represent ideas and concepts according to the guidelines provided. You would be given some guidelines that how you need to prepare the mind map. So mind mapping here refers to जो flow of thoughts रहता है आपके दिमाग में एक particular goal को achieve करने के लिए, क्या line of action आप follow करेंगे, वो सारी चीजें आपको लिखनी होती है mind mapping में. सो माइंड मैपिंग में ना ही आपको सिर्फ लिखना है, बल्कि यहाँ पे आपको ग्राफिकल वे से, डायग्रामेटिक वे से आपको उसको रिप्रेजेंट करना होता है. सो माइंड मैपिंग की जब भी हम बात करते हैं तो ये आपका पिक्टोरियल रिप्रेजेंटेशन, ये आपका एक डायग्रामेटिक रिप्रेजेंटेशन होता है, जो भी आपका लाइन ऑफ एक्शन रहेगा एक पर्टिकुलर चीज को हासिल करने के लिए. अगर हम बात करते हैं कि इफ यू वांट टू सिक्योर अ सीट in MBBS in a government college, so for that particular goal, how you're going to prepare that particular things, you need to show diagrammatically in your mind mapping. So whenever we have mind mapping, you need to remember that you have to use uh, uh, a graphical way of representation for your ideas. So all these guidelines we are going to discuss when we study mind mapping in detail afterwards. So again, the marks distribution for mind mapping, if you cover all important points, all points, then you would get 2 marks. And for the presentation, you would get 1 mark. So if you do these things, then easily you can secure 3 marks. Now we have question number 2A, B and C. We have discussed the paper pattern, the marks distribution. Question number 2A is 12 marks. Question number 2B is of 3 marks. Question number 2C is of 3 marks. So total you have 18 marks for question number 2. So kindly answer the poll that is given to you. Next, here you can see the complete idea, the complete description of the types of questions or the content, the application and the skill expression. Everything is given to you on the board, on the screen. So here you can just read it, and like later on also this would be available for you to read. So likewise, whenever you get time, please see to this table. You can either take a screenshot of this and you can just read it once. जो भी हमने अभी तक डिस्कस किया है उसको यहाँ पे एक टेबल के फॉर्म में हमने रिप्रेजेंट किया है. So this was all about question number 1 and question number 2. That is your section 1, your prose part. Next you have section 2, that is your poetry part. So in poetry part you have all the poems that are there in your syllabus. Total you have 8 poems from 2.1 to 2.8. So here in this particular class, we are going to discuss about the changes, the pattern and evaluation of question number 3A and question number 3B. So for poetry, you need to keep in mind, you have question number 3 for poetry. Again in question number 3, you have two sub questions, A and B. Question number 3A is of 10 marks and question number 3B is of 4 marks. So first thing that we are going to discuss is question number 3A. So in poetry, always remember that you have a scene poem. जो भी आपकी 8 poems दी हुई है आपको आपके syllabus में, वही 8 poems में से कोई भी एक poem जो है आपको question number 3A में पूछी जाएगी. In this, poem would be given to you and 5 activities would be given to you which you are required to solve. So A1 is again based on complex factual or the global understanding of the poem. Question number 3A2 is based on the understanding of the given poem. In this, you can be asked to write, arrange in chronological order or arrange the things in sequential order, etc. A3 is again the personal response. A4 here is based on language skills of poetry. So A4 में most commonly आपको ये question पूछा जाता है कि identify and explain the figure of speech in the given line. हमारे इसमें बहुत सारे फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच है जो हमें पोइट्री सेक्शन में पढ़ने होते हैं. वी हैव वेरियस फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच. सो वो सारे फिगर्स ऑफ स्पीच का जो है आपको 2 मार्क का क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. आपकी पोएट्री में से कोई भी एक लाइन आपको दी जाएगी एंड यू वुड बी आस्क्ड कि आपको वो आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि कौन सा फिगर ऑफ स्पीच है एंड देन यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन कि वो लाइन में वो फिगर ऑफ स्पीच क्यों है. सो ये वाले क्वेश्चन जो है ये आपको A4 में पूछे जा सकते हैं. आपको एक्सप्लेन भी करना रहेगा एंड इसमें आपको राइम स्कीम भी पूछी जा सकती है. राइम स्कीम यू ऑल नो व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय राइम स्कीम. सो वो भी आपको यहाँ पे पूछी जा सकती है. Next is the most important one, that is A5, your poetic creativity. So what is new in the poetry section? You have two new things, that is first one is poetic creativity and the second one is the poetic appreciation. So when we talk about poetic creativity, so this question number 3A5, this tests your creativity. Your creativity means the creativity of the student who is writing the paper. सो यहाँ पे आपको किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जा सकते हैं. यहाँ पे आपको कोई आइडिया चेंज करने बोला जा सकता है. आपको यहाँ पे कुछ लाइंस जो है वो खुद से कंपोज करने बोला जा सकता है. आपको रीराइट करना पड़ सकता है कुछ स्टैंजा में चेंजेस करके. कोई राइम करती हुई लाइन आपको कंपोज करना पड़ सकता है. ऐसी सारी चीजें जो है जो आपकी पोएटिक क्रिएटिविटी, आप कितने अच्छे से पोएट्री में आप अपने आप को प्रूव कर सकते हैं या आप कितना अच्छे से पोएम में चेंजेस कर सकते हैं या कितने एफिशिएंटली उसको अच्छे से लिख सकते हैं, वो आपको यहाँ पे पोएटिक क्रिएटिविटी में बताना होता है. सो ये आपका 2 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन रहता है. नेक्स्ट यू हैव क्वेश्चन नंबर 3B, दैट इज पोएटिक एप्रिसिएशन. सो अगेन दिस इज ऑल्सो न्यूली इंट्रोड्यूस्ड. जैसे आपका पेपर पैटर्न चेंज हुआ है तो उसमें ये चीज जो है आपकी ऐड की गई है, पोएटिक अप्रिसिएशन. सो जब भी हम पोएट्री सेक्शन की बात करें, ये ध्यान रखिए कि आपको 2 पोएम्स आएगी आपके सिलेबस में से. एक पोएम जो रहेगी आपकी वो आपकी क्वेश्चन नंबर 3A में आएगी जिसके ऊपर आपको एक्टिविटी सॉल्व करना है एंड दूसरी पोएम जो है वो आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर 3B में आएंगी जिसपे आपको अप्रिसिएशन लिखना होता है. सो अप्रिसिएशन जो है, जो पोएम है आपकी, जो भी आपकी पोएम है उससे आपको अप्रिशिएट करना है, उस पोएम को आपको अप्रिशिएट करना है. सो आपको यहाँ पे पॉइंट्स दिए जाते हैं बहुत सारे. आपको थीम बोला जा सकता है, सेंट्रल आइडिया, लैंग्वेज एंड अबाउट द पोएम, अबाउट द पोएट एक्सेट्रा. ये सारी चीजें जो है इस पे आपको हर पॉइंट पे आपको पोएट के वर्क को जो है अप्रिशिएट करना पड़ता है, उनकी सराहना करना होता है. सो ये जो है आप जब लिखते हैं पोएटिक अप्रिसिएशन में, सो इजीली आपको यहाँ पे 4 मार्क्स मिल सकते हैं. सिर्फ आपको पोएम दी जाती है और आपको पॉइंट्स दिए जाते हैं कि आप ये पोएम पढ़िए एंड ये पॉइंट्स के बेसिस पे आप पोएट का जो वर्क है उसको अप्रिशिएट करिए. सो इन दिस यू हैव टू वेरी efficiently appreciate the work of the poet in the given poem. So if you do so, then easily you would get 4 marks. So as I told you that here in your syllabus, poetry is taken as a special genre. So earlier poetry was given 10 marks, but in the new pattern of evaluation, poetry has been given 14 marks. 14 marks में जो 4 mark का addition हुआ है ये आपके appreciation का है. So appreciation is very easy, सिर्फ आपको poet के काम की तारीफ करना है. So ये अगर आप अच्छे से करते हैं so easily आपको 4 marks यहाँ पे मिल सकते हैं. देन जो हमने A5 की एक्टिविटीज देखी उसी में वी कैन सी द टाइप्स ऑफ एक्टिविटीज दैट कैन बी आस्क्ड. आपको बोला जा सकता है कि आप डाइवर्जेंट थिंकिंग करिए, आप अलग अलग डायरेक्शंस में थिंकिंग करिए. अब यहाँ पे आपको देख सकते हैं आप आपको पार्टिंग आपको दिया गया है तो पार्टिंग के अलग अलग हम एग्जाम्पल्स देख सकते हैं. सो यहाँ पे हम हमारी थिंकिंग को डाइवर्ज कर सकते हैं, हम हमारी थिंकिंग को एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं कि एक पर्टिकुलर चीज के कितने सारे मीनिंग्स हो सकते हैं. सो आपको ऐसे डाइवर्सिफाइड ऐसी डाइवर्जेंट थिंकिंग जो है आपको करने के लिए बोला जा सकता है. देन नेक्स्ट आपको चेंज ऑफ आइडिया, हर एक आइडिया को आप चेंज कर सकते हैं. अगर यू हैव लाइक इफ यू टॉक अबाउट डिफरेंट शेड्स ऑफ लव, सो यहाँ पे आपको ये थीम दी गई है. सो आपकी क्रिएटिविटी आपकी थिंकिंग के अकॉर्डिंग आपका आइडिया जो है वो अलग रहेगा. आप जो भी पोएट्री पढ़ रहे हैं अगर आपको बोला गया है कि इसका आइडिया चेंज करिए और ये थीम से रिलेवेंट आप आइडिया चेंज करिए, सो अकॉर्डिंगली देन यू कैन यूज योर ओन क्रिएटिविटी एंड चेंज द आइडिया. सो यू हैव दीज एग्जाम्पल्स डिफरेंट शेड्स ऑफ लव जिसमें हमने आइडियाज अलग अलग आइडियाज को हमने यूज किया है. हर मोस्ट कॉमनली जो अलग अलग लोगों की थिंकिंग होती है उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमने यहाँ पे एक्सप्रेशंस जो है वो लिखे हैं. तीसरी एक्टिविटी कैन बी ऑफ क्रिएटिविटी. if you go through your course book you have a poem 2.2 Indian weavers. so यहाँ पे आपको वो पूरी poem दी हुई है. दिस पोएम फोकसेस ऑन वीवर्स. वीवर्स ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो कपड़े बुनते हैं. सो ये पोएम जो है आपको वीवर्स के ऊपर दी गई है. आपको बोला जा सकता है कि ये जो पोएम है ऐसी ही कोई दूसरे जो इंडियन आर्टिसंस है उनके ऊपर आप पोएम लिखिए. ऐसे ही जैसे अभी वीवर्स पे हमने लिखा है बेसिकली इंडियन वीवर्स पे लिखा है. सो वैसे ही आप कोई इंडियन आर्टिसंस जो है उनके ऊपर आप पोएट्री लिखिए. सो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं एक पॉटर के ऊपर हमने पोएम लिखा है. सो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस भी जो है आपको पूछे जा सकते हैं. देन नेक्स्ट चेंज एक्सप्रेशन. आपको ये बोला जा सकता है कि जो ओरिजिनल एक्सप्रेशन आपको दिया है आपकी पोएट्री में आपको वो एक्सप्रेशन को चेंज करके लिखना है. जो एंडिंग या जो चीज आपको पोएम में इनिशियली बोली गई है वो चीज को आपको चेंज करके लिखना होता है. सो एक्टिविटी सेट 4 में आपको ये पूछा जा सकता है. Children, please see that these live streams would be made available for you in case you require the study material. You can access this live stream and you can get the necessary material. Next you have activity 5, that is changing of words. You can be given some lines and उसके कोई words जो है वो आपको बताए जा सकते हैं कि आपको ये underlined words जो है इनको replace करना है. इनको replace करना है so that आपके idea जो है वो सेम रहता है लेकिन आप वर्ड्स जो है वहां पे चेंज कर देते हैं. सो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे हमारे ओरिजिनल वर्ड्स है एंड राइट हैंड साइड में हमने रिप्लेस्ड वर्ड्स लिखा है. सो इस टाइप के वर्ड्स जो है चेंजिंग ऑफ वर्ड्स की जो एक्टिविटीज है ये आपको पूछी जा सकती है. नेक्स्ट एक्टिविटी 6 इज add 2 to 3 lines to make a different ending to the poem. आपको ओरिजिनल पोएम दी जा सकती है एंड यू कैन बी आस्क्ड कि आप 2 से 3 लाइंस ऐड करिए जिसकी वजह से आपकी पोएम की जो है एक दूसरी एंडिंग हो सकती है, एक न्यू एंडिंग हो सकती है. सो उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपको अपनी क्रिएटिविटी का यूज करके वैसी एक डिफरेंट एंडिंग, एक अलग एंडिंग जो है आपको अपनी पोएम को देनी है. So this was all about question number 3A and question number 3B. So marking scheme for A5, अगर आप कुछ नहीं लिखते हैं so obviously you would get 0 marks. अगर आपका अंडरस्टैंडिंग है लाइन का या थीम आप समझ पाए हैं so you would get half marks. If you are writing which is relevant to the theme then 1 mark. If you use proper language, very efficient language, very figurative language, then you would get 1.5. And if you have the composition that is very creative, which is very good, then easily you can get 2 marks. So in order to score these complete marks, दो में से दो, चार में से चार, so ये सारी चीजों के लिए आपको इनिशियल डे से ही प्रिपेयर करना स्टार्ट करना है. आज अगर आपका इंट्रोडक्शन हो जा रहा है, कल से हम क्लासेस स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, सो ये आपका काम है कि हर रोज जो भी आपको पढ़ाया जा रहा है, जो भी आपको कराया जा रहा है, सो ये चीज जो है आप दिन ब दिन एक एक चीज साथ में करते जाए, सो दैट जब आपका बोर्ड एग्जाम आता है सो ये सारे चीजें जो है आपकी ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड रहे. सिर्फ आपका जो रिविजन का जो पॉइंट बचता है, सिर्फ आप बोर्ड एग्जाम के कुछ हफ्तों पहले या कुछ महीनों पहले सिर्फ आप रिविजन कर रहे हैं. So that should be the thing whenever you are studying for your board exam. Next, you have section 3, that is your writing skills. So, in section 3, that is the writing skills part, you have 4 sub questions. Question number 4, A, B, C, and D. So, it is like each question is given 4 marks. So, that goes to a total of 16 marks. In this, you can see the newly introduced topics and the old topics are given to you. We are going to complete all these topics in our classes. You can see here this is the main pattern of your examination. Question number 4 would be given to you as complete the activities as per the instructions given below. Total 16 marks. So इसमें आपको 4 सब questions रहेंगे A, B, C and D. हर सब question would be given 4 marks. So ऐसे करके 4 into 4 that goes to 16 marks. Now each sub question has a set of question. आपको एक सेट दिया जाता है, उसमें आपको 3 चीजें रहती है, 3 टॉपिक्स रहते हैं. सो 3 टॉपिक्स में से आपको कोई भी एक टॉपिक जो है अपने एग्जामिनेशन में सॉल्व करना होता है. सो ऐसे करके आपको टोटल जो है 12 टॉपिक्स है एंड 12 टॉपिक्स में से इन योर एग्जामिनेशन यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू सॉल्व एनी 4 टॉपिक्स. So this is like we are going to complete all these 12 topics in our further classes of writing skills. First is drafting virtual message, then statement of purpose, group discussion, email writing, report writing, interview writing, speech, comparing, expansion of ideas, review writing, blog and appeal writing. So ये सारे जो 12 topics है we are going to complete in the further classes under writing skills. Writing skills is considered to be the most lengthiest section in your course. So please see that you give most of the attention towards your writing skills. And here you have like every question has a different way of marking. यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है ड्राफ्टिंग वर्चुअल मैसेज, स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस एंड ग्रुप डिस्कशन का मार्किंग. सो यहाँ पे यू हैव ब्लॉक मार्किंग. नाउ व्हाट डू मीन बाय ब्लॉक मार्किंग? आपको ये पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक्स है, जैसे आप देख सकते हैं कंटेंट आपका एक ब्लॉक हो गया है, सीक्वेंस या फ्लो ऑफ आइडियाज ये आपका दूसरा ब्लॉक है एंड अप्रोप्रिएटनेस आपका तीसरा ब्लॉक. सो ये सारी चीजों पे ऑलरेडी मार्क्स है. कंटेंट अगर आपका सही है सो देन यू वुड गेट 2 मार्क्स, लेकिन आपको फ्लो ऑफ आइडियाज बराबर नहीं है तो वो 1 में से आपको 0 मिल सकता है. अगर आपने अप्रोप्रिएटली नहीं लिखा है तो अगेन वो 1 में से 0 मिलेगा. सो यहाँ पे ब्लॉक वाइज आपको मार्किंग दी जाती है. अगर एक पर्टिकुलर चीज को आप सेटिस्फाई कर रहे हैं तो आपको उतने मार्क्स अवॉर्ड किए जाएंगे. अगर आप उस चीज को सेटिस्फाई नहीं कर रहे हैं तो आपको मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे. So accordingly, block wise you would be given marks in your writing skills part. All these things you would be having, like this is for question number 4a. Next you have for question number 4b, email writing, report writing, and interview writing. We are going to discuss this when we discuss the writing skills section. So now, as this is the introductory lecture, so just it is a brief introduction for you all. This is for question number 4c, that is speech, comparing and expansion of ideas. The last one is question number 4d, review writing, blog writing, and appeal writing. So likewise, just have an idea कि आपको इसमें ब्लॉक मार्किंग होती है, कैसे कैसे ब्लॉक मार्किंग होती है, किस तरीके से आपको लिखना होता है, ये हम आगे डिस्कस करेंगे. Next, now we come on to the last section, that is section 4, literary genre, that is novel. So again in this also you have 4 sub questions ranging from question number 5a to question number 5d. हर सब क्वेश्चन 4 मार्क का है, so total it goes to 16 marks. So when we talk about novel, so novel is a long work of fiction. फिक्शनल रहता है, जो भी हम सोचते हैं, सोच के हम लिखते हैं, so that means fiction, which is not real. जो भी ऑथर है, जो भी नॉवल लिख रहा है, जो भी नॉवलिस्ट है, जो भी वो सोच रहे हैं, जो भी वो फिक्शन सोच रहे हैं, वो लिखते हैं. सो ऐसे लॉन्ग वर्क ऑफ फिक्शन, काफ़ी जो लंबा वर्क रहता है, उसको हम बोलते हैं नॉवल. सो नॉवेल्स में आपको जो है यहाँ पे आपके कोर्स बुक में यू हैव बीन गिवन 3 novels. You have 3 novels in your course book. Around the World in 80 Days, The Sign of Four, and To Sir with Love. तो ये 3 जो है ये आपकी नॉवेल्स है. एंड जो आपका लेसन नंबर 4.1 है, दैट इज हिस्ट्री ऑफ नॉवल. सो दैट इज बेसिकली नॉट अ नॉवल, इट इज जस्ट अ लेसन कि नॉवेल्स कैसे एग्जिस्टेंस में आई, किस तरीके से नॉवेल्स आई है, कौन फेमस नॉवलिस्ट है, एंड क्या क्या टाइप्स होते हैं नॉवेल्स के, एंड क्या एलिमेंट्स होते हैं नॉवल के. तो ये आपको क्वेश्चन नंबर ये आपको लेसन नंबर 4.1 में बताया गया है. देन 4.2, 4.3 एंड 4.4, these are the 3 lessons, these are the 3 complete like novels given to you. नॉवेल्स हमने जैसे सुना कि नॉवेल्स बहुत लंबे वर्क होते हैं फिक्शन का, तो इतना सब कुछ आपकी कोर्स बुक में ना देते हुए उस लंबी सी नॉवल का कुछ पार्ट जो है, कुछ पोर्शन जो है, वो आपके सिलेबस में आपको दिया गया है. So again, question number 5a follows a very designated manner. Question number 5a में जो है आपको यहाँ पे वही एक्टिविटीज पूछी जाएगी जो आपके लेसन नंबर 4.1 पे बेस्ड है. सिमिलरली क्वेश्चन नंबर 5b में लेसन नंबर 4.2 की एक्टिविटीज पूछी जाएगी, एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 5c में लेसन 4.3 पे बेस्ड, एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर 5d में लेसन नंबर 4.4 पे बेस्ड. तो ये सारे लेसन्स आपको कंपलसरी है पढ़ना. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि यू स्किप एनी ऑफ द नॉवेल्स और एनी लेसन्स फ्रॉम द नॉवल पार्ट. कंपलसरी आपको 4 मार्क का क्वेश्चन मिलना ही मिलना है आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर में, आपके एग्जामिनेशन पेपर में. So please see that you do not skip any lesson, any novel from the genre part. You complete all the things and then you can answer it when it is asked to you in the examination. Another thing to note, as हमने देखा कि लेसन नंबर 4.1 जो है इसमें सिर्फ हिस्ट्री ऑफ नॉवल आपको बताई गई है. सो ये पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में आपको सिर्फ ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप के क्वेश्चन पूछे जाएंगे. आपको मैच द कॉलम्स पूछा जा सकता है, आपको फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स पूछा जा सकता है, फाइंड द ऑड मैन आउट पूछा जा सकता है, एमसीक्यूज पूछे जाते हैं, क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में पूछा जा सकता है. सो क्वेश्चन नंबर 5a में आपको लेसन नंबर 4.1 पे बेस्ड कोई भी 2 एक्टिविटीज आएगी जो कि ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटीज रहेगी, एंड वो दोनों एक्टिविटीज 2-2 मार्क की रहेंगी. सो ऐसे करके क्वेश्चन नंबर 5a वुड कंप्राइज ऑफ टोटल 4 मार्क्स. सिर्फ क्वेश्चन नंबर 5a ही है जिसमें आपको ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप पूछा जाएगा. बाकी जो है 5b, 5c, 5d, इसमें आपको डिस्क्रिप्टिव टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. सो यू कैन सी आंसर इन अबाउट 50 वर्ड्स टू द क्वेश्चंस गिवन बिलो. ये आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा. तो आपको इसमें क्या करना रहेगा, आपको एक पर्टिकुलर चीज को डिस्क्राइब करना है या एक्सप्लेन करना है. यू कैन बी आस्क्ड टू कंपेयर और कॉन्ट्रास्ट द डिफरेंसेस, or just name or discuss about a particular character. You can also be asked to illustrate any example, interpret from any situation, or narrate any particular incident that is occurring, justify anything, find or identify. तो ये सारी चीजें जो है ये आपको डिस्क्राइब करना है, आपको आंसर करना है 50 वर्ड्स में. सो ये आपने सुना होगा जब हमने स्टार्टिंग में बताया कि आपको इसमें पैराग्राफ्स नहीं रहेंगे, पैसेजेस नहीं रहेंगे. सो ये चीज आपको कंप्लीट नॉवल के बारे में पहले से ही आइडिया होना चाहिए, सो दैट जब आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा तो आपके जो भी याददाश्त में है, जो भी आपकी मेमोरी में स्टोर्ड है, जो भी आपने पढ़ा है, जो भी आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, उसके बेसिस पे आप जब क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए सो यू कैन आंसर दैट when it is asked to you in the examination. So keep in mind question number 5, B, C and D. These three are descriptive type of questions and इसमें आपको लेसन्स जो है वो अच्छे से पढ़ना है. नॉवल का जो हर एस्पेक्ट है, हर इंसिडेंट जो आपके नॉवल में हो रहा है, वो सारी चीज़ों के बारे में आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन होना कंपलसरी है. दीज आर द सैम्पल एक्टिविटीज. आपको जब हम नॉवल पार्ट हम पढ़ेंगे सो आपको उसमें हम एलिमेंट्स ऑफ नॉवल पढ़ेंगे. सो नॉवल के जो होते हैं हर एलिमेंट्स होते हैं. सो देर आर डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स एंड वो हर एलिमेंट के ऊपर आपको क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. लाइक यू हैव प्लॉट, यू हैव कैरेक्टर, यू हैव थीम, यू हैव सेटिंग, यू हैव लैंग्वेज. सो दीज आर द एलिमेंट्स ऑफ नॉवल. सो हर एलिमेंट पे आपको क्वेश्चन पूछे जा सकते हैं आपकी एक्टिविटीज में. सो फॉर दिस फर्स्ट यू नीड टू नो द एलिमेंट्स एंड उसके बाद ही आप जो है क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने पे जा सकते हैं. सो ये सैम्पल एक्टिविटीज है. जब हम नॉवल पार्ट पढ़ेंगे उस टाइम पे वील डिस्कस इन डिटेल अबाउट दीज थिंग्स. So likewise, here we complete the introduction to the English curriculum, the paper pattern and the marks distribution. Today we have done the introduction. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start with the curriculum. Tomorrow we are going to Tomorrow you are requested to please be ready with your English textbooks. Please see that from tomorrow you have your English textbook with you, and we are going to start with the poetry section. So like we are going to start with the poetry part. So you should have your textbook so that जो भी आप पढ़ रहे हैं you can easily note it down and आसानी से आप वो चीज़ को complete कर सकते हैं जैसे जैसे हम class कर रहे हैं. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to start with the poetry part. Hope you all have understood the introduction of the syllabus and the paper pattern. Please let me know in the chat box. Have you understood what we have discussed in today's class? About English, you have classes from Monday to Friday, and the timing would be from 9 p.m. onwards. Regarding the classes of other subjects, we are going to notify you in the respective WhatsApp groups. So please be in touch with the WhatsApp group. Everything, the complete schedule for the further classes of the other subjects would be informed to you in the WhatsApp group. So that's all for today's class. Hope you all must have understood, you must have had a complete idea of the English curriculum and how you need to prepare, what you need to prepare for your board examination. So that's all for today's class. Thank you for joining. Have a nice day and always keep smiling. Thank you. One more thing about the PPT. The PPTs of all the classes would be shared to you on the website. So please wait for the notification. We'll send the link of the website in the WhatsApp group. So you would be able to download the PPTs from the website. So that's all for today's class. Thank you for joining. You all may leave. Thank you.